Hi, we're Sarah and Ryan, and we're ready to install the subfloor of our cabin kit home.
Yeah, doing a little dance.
But before we can start this project, we have to pass our underfloor inspection. Oh look, the inspector's here. Since we're amateur builders,
If we did everything right,
we're learning as we go.
so a full sheet from here.
Oh, I see. And we're not the only ones excited about the floor.
Buddy, come on! You're in the house!
Follow along as our subfloor goes down.
Hey Sarah,
Hey, what?
you really nailed it.
And if you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a moment of the build.
The last you saw us, we were finishing up the floor joists behind us,
Yep.
and we're waiting on inspection right now. So inspection is scheduled to happen tomorrow, and we decided we could take advantage of this time by laying out the pieces of plywood that we have and having them around the house site so we're not scrambling tomorrow to start the job.
Yeah. So yeah, instead of waiting until after we pass our inspection, we're just going to get that first cut done so we can establish our stagger pattern. And then once we pass inspection, we can just lay those pieces all down and we'll be able to lay full sheets all the way across.
Yep.
So the big question is Sarah going to be able to carry full pieces of plywood?
I'm gonna try. I've seen some other women on YouTube do it, so I'm gonna try. But this is like super heavy plywood.
3/4 inch, right?
This is the real deal. Like,
This is no half inch.
this is like, I picked it up the other day and I was like, I'll just carry one over. I think I can do it. And I was like, whoa. So
Yeah.
we'll check it out. We'll see.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's do this.
Well, I don't like that part that needs to happen. It looks like I should wear a hard hat.
Yeah, that part's hard. Gonna ruin my hat too.
So how are we laying these out?
This first one doesn't hit 16 on center because we have these overlapping joists. So this first one we're gonna have to make a custom cut. So we're gonna have to cut this one off by about 1.5 inches so it lands on this joist. This inner one we're going to cut at about half down so it hits this third joist in, and then this third one will be the same as this one, hitting this joist here. And then everything on that side will be perfect 16-inch on center. And then after that, we're gonna have, if we did everything right, we should be able to do full sheets all the way down.
Okay. All right.
And we want that to be
Flush with
flush with the end. Look flush.
now it does.
That's pretty good.
Put it down.
Yep, remember, pull it tight. Slide this back so it's flush and then cut off that end.
Yeah, that does look like then we'll have the 16 marks.
So then we'll put another full sheet from right here onto here, and now all of a sudden that sheet ends up here. And this sheet ends right here.
Okay.
So a full sheet from here.
Oh, I see. We're cutting halfway down this way, half of the length.
Yeah.
I was thinking we were cutting it down the width.
And then down the middle we'll
And
have
we were
to.
gonna have like skinny pieces and fat
No.
pieces. So we're gonna have short pieces and long pieces. Okay.
Okay.
So what do I do?
Well,
Maybe you should show me really quick.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, so first you want to pull this, kind of slide it out. Make sure you don't get two. Unless you're like feeling like Superwoman. So give it a little slidey out.
Okay, watch the windows.
And then you're gonna tip it up on end, like
Okay.
that. So you should be good with that part.
Yeah.
And then you walk it to the edge.
Okay.
And you're looking for the center-ish, probably like right around here, is where you're going to have your hand hold.
Okay.
So you want to get a good portion, probably off the edge. Like that.
Okay.
And then you're just going to put your shoulder into it, put your hand over the top, bear the weight with your shoulder,
Crush your cat.
and go up.
Okay, why don't you carry that one down and I'll bring one more. Oh my. I don't like that part. But I do like how you did that. Okay. Now you gotta come walk me through this.
So you're going to want at least half of this side overhanging.
I'm really nervous about the windows.
There you go.
Oh God!
So I think you need to choke up a little bit more. Here, I'll stabilize it. So
It's really heavy on my head.
I know, it is.
Do you feel like your head's gonna break?
Yeah. Choke up with your left hand to center a little more.
Like that?
Yeah, because if it's tipping forward, then it's wrong. It should balance right on your head, right on your shoulder. Oh! Marty, come here. Marty, come here.
Marty!
Marty,
Move.
come on.
Marty!
Marty.
Move. Oh God. Oh. What do I do if I think I'm gonna drop it?
I'll come
Oh
help
shit.
you. Here, I got you stabilized.
You stable? Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta put it down.
Okay.
How do I put it down?
Put the edge on the thing. Right there. Set it down.
Oh, it's really hard.
Okay.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
Hey, sir.
Hey, what?
You feel like a badass?
Not really. I feel like I was really wobbly. My shortness doesn't work to my advantage.
So we're at 46 and 7/8.
Okay. I also like to give you more responsibility so if things go wrong, I got a plan. All right, we got all the plywood laid out and made the cuts where we would make cuts because now we'll be able to just put full sheets going all the way up to the front and then we'll have to do some cutting up by the peaks. So up by the peak, we only have one. But that's what we're gonna do for today. Ryan has a few nails to get in, but that's like no big deal before the inspector comes. But now it's like, we'll be ready. The inspector comes tomorrow and if we get the green light, we can just start actually nailing these pieces in that we cut. So I'm glad we got this part done.
Yeah, should speed things up a lot.
And made me feel like we are working on the build, even when we can't really work on the build right now.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, it is inspection day. We had a little freak out this morning. because we thought that we had to have the conduit and the drain line, sewer line installed before we had this underfloor inspection. But I contacted the main inspector this morning, and he said it's fine if that's in, but it's not required for the inspection to pass. So that was a big relief. And now I just have a little bit of nailing to finish up, and then we wait around and
keep
wait for
freaking out.
and keep waiting around for the inspector to come.
You checking out your hat?
Yeah, doing a little
Got some
dance.
nervous energy.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go get it done.
All right.
I just did another double, which I figured is more stable.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
The plans call that every other bay, so that's what we were just following.
Okay, alright, if the plans say that, then I didn't see that on here.
I think it's in the foundation.
The foundation plan.
Okay. Interesting. Alright.
I mean, we could
No,
put them in there.
No, you don't need to.
Okay.
Well, this says every other bay, so then it's every other bay. You've accomplished that, so that's good.
Cool.
I think it looks very well done.
I'm like over here being like, oh, this is so nerve
No,
wracking.
no. No, I think it looks great.
All our measuring and remeasuring is paying
Yeah.
off, and remeasuring and remeasuring.
Yeah. No, this looks good.
Awesome.
Yeah. Alright.
All right, breathe a sigh of relief
Yes.
here.
Sheet it and start framing, and you guys are good.
Yeah. All right. As you guys saw,
The inspector just came.
yeah, and he showed up, and Ryan had just turned on the air compressor to do the final nails, and I
Ah.
was like, oh look, the
He's here.
inspector's here.
So as he came up, I'm like, oh, I was just trying to toenail in a few final nails into the sill, and he was like, oh yeah, cool. And he asked us a few questions about the plan, about the blocking. He said typically they see blocking every other bay or every bay, and I just showed him our plan. The foundation plan showed every other bay, and he was like, cool. If that's what your plan says, then that's it. But the biggest compliment was, he said, this looks really, really good, guys.
Yeah, and it was right at the moment where I was like, oh my God, he's not saying anything. And then he finally said, this looks really good. And I was like, oh.
Yeah. So we passed
We
us.
passed.
We passed. So we're gonna start laying down floor, and once we get all the floor down, we have a little bit of flashing that goes over the sill, and then we get to start stacking logs, which I'm really excited for. Like, all this stuff seems
So hard.
seems so necessary and so hard, but we're gonna be able to start going vertical here pretty soon, and it's gonna get exciting.
It's going to look like a house.
Yeah.
It's like,
One,
go ahead.
Well, and then we were just talking with the inspector, and we asked him, okay, so when will we have our next inspection? And it's basically our combo inspection, where after the roof is on and the walls are up and like everything is done, that's the next inspection we have, which is a little, neither of us are contractors or builders, so it's kind of nice to have those little inspections every once in a while to make sure we're on the right track. But the inspector gave us a nice compliment. He said, based on what I see here, just go with your intuition, go with your gut feeling, because it looks like you're doing everything right. So that gave me a little bit of confidence.
yeah. And I have total confidence in Ryan, which he always laughs at because I'm like, what? You know what you're doing. So, but I'm like, I think we got it. And I think we're learning that everything's going to take us a lot longer than we think.
Yeah.
Or at least give ourselves more time than we think. And to just take it slow, and when we're confused, step back and start figuring it out. But man, I'm happy.
Onwards and upwards.
All right. I keep doing this. I'm like, and do the Chris Farley dance. All right. We're pumped, as you guys can tell. Okay, let's go put the floor on.
Yeah.
Do you think that I'll be better at holding it up or gluing?
Holding it up, I think.
Damn it. Don't you think like the weight of the house just keeps the floor secured on? That all these nails and glue is a little overkill? I mean, I understand engineers have figured out how to build a house the best way, but less is more. I've learned that. That's the way I'm doing it. Okay, we have our first board on. We are having to hand nail in right now because we don't have the correct ring shank nail for the plywood floor that we need for our nail gun. So for today, we just want to get started. We don't want to run to the store again. So we are going to just start and get nails in as we think we should, and then we'll come through with the nail gun when we have the correct nail. I just don't want you guys to think we're crazy as you're watching our process and be like, what are they thinking? So we're working with the products we have, the materials that we have, and right now the ring shank nails that we have are hand nail.
And I think going up on end is going to be.
Whoa! Watch the windows. Those were placed very poorly. We didn't know. Feeling ready?
Feeling ready, suiting up.
You ready to go build? Let's go build a house. Okay, yesterday we got our subfloor started and we figured out that we're gonna have to lay it this way. We started laying widthwise and we got ourselves stuck and we were having to like shove a piece of plywood into its spot. So we quickly learned that we're going lengthwise. We're really hoping we can get it done today. The one thing that'll take a little longer than we want it to is we do have to cut some pieces of plywood that will run up the center, we think. We're trying to figure out where we're gonna put the smaller pieces. But otherwise, we're hoping that this is a really smooth, easy day. The weather forecast is finally a lot cooler, a more typical Pacific Northwest summer day, starting out nice and overcast. So we should be able to get a lot done.
What could I say? What could I say? What could I say to convince you? What could I say? What could I say? What could I say to convince you? You're the closest to perfect that I've ever
Isn't there like you know what you're doing?
What could I say? What could I say? What could I say to convince you?
Okay, I'm ready.
Did I get so lucky? How did I know? But I know what I got, and I won't let go. Every chance I get, gonna let you know that I know I'm the lucky one. Lucky your heart's mine to hold.
Pretty good.
It's really nice that we have a floor.
There's nothing I could ever do to deserve you. It's not that I'm such a bad guy. You're just out of my league. There's nothing I could ever do to deserve you. Did I get your heart's mine. Lucky your heart's mine. Lucky your heart's mine. What could I say? What could I say? What could I say to convince you? What could I say? What could I say? What could I say to convince you? Did I get so
What is it? What is in there? Do you have some friends in there?
Okay, we were just getting ready to take a break and we heard somebody coming down our road and we knew we had a delivery coming today and we're pretty excited about this. This is something we used to get at our house back in Oregon and we weren't sure if we were going to be able to get it here. And it's actually a Hungry Root food delivery service. And they bring you all the food to prep a meal and it's super easy meal prep and it's super delicious. So we're really excited to have this at our camper because it's hard to cook a decent meal in the camper. We eat a lot of rice-a-roni type meals. So our Hungry Root box is here and we'll cook some up for dinner tonight and we'll probably really impress our friends that are coming. And then, honey, come on! Oh, you're in the house! Oh, I can't even see you! You're too close to me! She's like, that's my trick. You made it in! Are you in the house? She's like, I like it a lot better. Very worried when it's just dirt.
She's like, this is pretty cool, guys.
She's like, oh, I know! You gonna go check it all out?
It's a little slippery.
Oh, and off. All right, my friend Emily and her daughter Kate showed up and they have been helping us and they also brought the nails for the nail gun and we are making so much progress on the subfloor. It's like now we're just flying through the project, which is great. So we're gonna take a quick break and then try to do a few more before we call it for the day. All right, we are back to the floor. We only have one more row of full sheets to complete, and then we have a little part on the side of the house that we have to run all the way up where we'll be ripping down the boards with the table saw, and then our peak, which we'll have to cut some pieces with the circular saw. So we're hoping it is 9 a.m.-ish right now, and we're hoping we can be done with this part of the project by noon. So we'll keep you posted. All your knee slide dance moves have really paid off in this video.
Nail it. Hey Sarah,
Hey, what?
you really nailed it.
I was
was a good one, Ryan.
Okay, it's done.
We got our subfloor done.
We have a floor. I liked this project.
The day was very nice. We had an
Yeah.
overcast day, so it was a lot easier to work.
And this project went a lot faster than all of our other ones so far. And we're super excited. And you guys saw we passed our first home inspection. So we're super stoked about that.
We got all the subfloor down.
Yep, all the subfloor is down. So the next step will be starting to lay the log.
We have a little bit of flashing to put down, and then we need to start stacking logs. So that's what you guys will see in the next episode.
This is where we're gonna leave you for this episode. So if you liked it, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. It is the best way to support us and it's totally free. All right, we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
What could I say? What could I say? What could I say to convince you? What could I say? What could I say? What could I say to convince you? You're the closest to perfect that I've ever seen. What could I say? What could I say? What could I say to convince you? How did I get so